And 40 minutes now of test football. Is it going to be Door? Is it going to be open? Well, you pick out who you think is going to be the best player of this match. Either side have the best player award. But the main thing, who's going to win the match, I don't know. I do know that Great Britain in the first half has shown a little bit more something about them, but they've lost possession. Deacon, number 11. And I'll get you introduced to the players as they come into picture. Snowden, Saban, Bailey, 6. And it's Kennedy saved. Great Britain on the right, New Zealand on the left and in possession. Graham Kennedy from the west coast of New Zealand. If I mention New Zealand and Australia, this match is being recorded to go out there, so you will forgive me, won't you? Buckley making the tackle on Bill Snowden, and it's keen stuff now. That both teams are being given the hard word. It's got to be do or die stuff. Test match is a serious business in British Rugby League. 6 points to the Whites on the right. Oh, well run. Edwards from the Bay of Plenty, New Zealand. Roger Bailey playing standoff. Schultz, Kennedy. This is the dangerous man for New Zealand, Graham Kennedy. School teacher and a good footballer. But Great Britain are getting the ball sometimes from kicking at it. Number 13, Hammond getting the treatment. Sweatband on his head. They've got 4 players with a sweatband on. Deacon's one of them. And New Zealand have restarted with quite a lot of vigour, more than they started the match with. Probably nervousness. Orchard, the new boy in Test football, Robin Orchard. And it's a penalty for New Zealand. A penalty and a chance for Jackie Fagan to pull 2 points back. Now we'll have a look at Jackie Fagan, who is one of the leading point getters. You see Kiwi very plain on that badge. New Zealand, Kiwi, Rugby League. And he takes an awful long time on this, and it's not a hard kick. Well, there it is. You can see that away up to the Odsal slope. We'll have a look at his action. He's got he builds himself a little hillock, and he's a great one for getting height. Holds some Edwards in the way there, but he sort of picks his legs up slowly, very, very slowly. I once found I could sing a little song whilst he went on, but he kicks, and he kicks the goal, and it's 6 points to 4, and there's Jack Fagan, great man in New Zealand Rugby League football, and keen to do well today. 3 minutes gone in the second half, and it's a halfway restart. New Zealand Australian viewers will be interested to watch the fullback Charlton when I mention him. Ramsey, they're going to put a kick this side, a rather clever one, and it's not gone the 10 yards, so it's a kick on the halfway line, penalty for New Zealand. Now the reason that is Fagan can come up and take another shot at goal, so it'll be quite a sensation if he kicks this. Let's have a look at this one and see how confident he is. There's referee Laurie Gant, cobbler by profession, and this will put the scores level if he kicks this. Quite capable, although he goes for height. Well, you can see the distance, a long way to run, never mind kick. 6 points to 4. He's gathering away. He's returfing Bradford Northern's ground. Just been done if he did that now. And most kickers lay the ball pointed towards the posts, but Jackie likes height, and what a sensation this will be if he kicks the goal. Still the slow walk back. Donny Hammond ready to off on the mark, almost down as a sprinter. Roger Bailey, number 6. Referee gone to see nobody's offside. It's a long kick, and it's not a bad one. By Jove, it's not a bad one, but it's not a goal. Charlton, the boy I mentioned to you, in possession. And this time it's a penalty for Great Britain. Five minutes gone, well taken by Fagan. Next try is going to be terribly important for the team to score it. 2 tries so far to Great Britain. Oh, a bit of a sloppy pass. Roger Bailey, dummy half play stand off. Munger Emery, Robin Orchard. This is a strong boy. And another Maori boy. And the crowd leaning a little bit towards New Zealand. They're giving them plenty of support. Bill Schultz, the hooker, nearly dropped that one. And it must be a penalty for kicking, and Brian Egger, number 10. The two of them having a word. So Bill Schultz is explaining who kicked first, and Brian Egger on the right. So 2 having been cautioned, it will be a scrum down. And there's this tight scrum, and they won't even let Bill Schultz join now. Munger Emery on the far side. Tommy Smale 7. And it's the referee Gant is making them move to the spot where he called them out. 6 points to 4, just 2 points margin. Who's got it? Great Britain. Holiday. Hardesty. Ray. Ramsey. I thought the referee slipped there and probably didn't see the knock on. Thought it was advantage. Egger. Ryan Egger, the veteran of the Great Britain side from Cumberland. Bill Holiday, another Cumbrian. And what brow. Cumbrians know where that is. There'll be a lot of Cumbrians watching there. Quite a few come down to see young Charlton play. Roberts. Smale. Nice one, Ramsey. Nice one, Charlton. Beautiful pass. Beautiful pass, beautiful run. Shelton, who got the second try. Great Britain 6, New Zealand 4. Hardesty. And it's a penalty, and a penalty bang in front of the post, right on the middle of the field. We've got a penalty to Great Britain for New Zealand offside. Well, this should be a simple kick, and it should be quite an easy 2 points for Bill Holiday, but so far he hasn't kicked a goal. So if he doesn't kick this one, I would imagine he'll be taken off and Charlton put on, but I don't think he'll miss this one. There he is, Roberts, number 8. Could hit the post, of course. But he kicks a go, and it's 8-4. 8 points to Great Britain, 4 points to New Zealand, and there's the man Holiday. Just while they're coming back, I had letters this morning from Australia. Arthur Sparks and Jack Lynch, managers, who 2 years ago were watching Great Britain really walloped by Australia in a test match. And also from Ted Nolan, the New Zealand secretary, who sent a special greeting to the New Zealand boys. Well, now they're going to need a little bit of help as well as the greeting. They're down by 4 points, and Britain has got the 2 tries. Roberts. We've been playing for 10 minutes in the second half. That means there's 30 minutes to go. Hemel, Holiday. He's having the word. He hasn't realised the clocks are not put back until tonight. He was anticipating putting it back. Bill Deacon. 11 the offender, 11 the kicker, Holiday. And it puts Britain into the New Zealand half. Whilst they're lining up, also quite a lot of thanks for all the letters I got of the Yorkshire Cup final last week. Burnham, Bristol, Ealing. Mr. Hardacre of Ealing said his youngster is so keen on rugby league. Deirdre now she has a football herself, and coming from a soccer family, that's interesting. And I know when they get back in we can give the commentary, and it's snails. Ray. Special cheer for Ray from the Bradford portion of this crowd. Good big crowd. Oh, and it's pretty nice because it's got a pass. I think he's going to get a little tough. Hardesty, Ray. 10 yards out. 10 yards from the New Zealand line. Swing it across this way. Plenty of field to work in. Bags of it. Nice pass. Passed away. Charlton. Right to the button as this then. Charlton, I think he's possible for Australia next year. Kemmel through his legs, but it's all right. Extra man. Oh, nice pass. Nice pass. Buckley. Stockford. And he's dropped it and lost it, and it's a knockout. Well, Buckley got his passing well there. Number 4, Alan Buckley, now coming back to test form. Had a spell off form, but now back, but it's right on the New Zealand line. And it's a penalty to Great Britain for Bill Snowden putting the ball at his own feet, and Donny Hammond with disgust throws the ball away. And of course they'll kick at goal. They want the winning money. Too early to start up and unders, and when you've got the margin of 8-4, you don't need the up and unders. Well, it's just inside the 25 line. Those of you who know Bradford Northern, the main stand, we're on the main stand. And quite a kickable position for Holiday. He's been pulling them from the other side, but it might be to advantage to pull them, but it doesn't. He's pulled it again. So it's a drop out from the 25 line, and if you wonder why sometimes under the post and sometimes the 25 line, I know a lot of people know it, but there's a lot more that don't know it. It's because the ball was kicked over the dead ball line and forced rather than conceded by New Zealand, so they get the advantage. And Holiday, who kicked it, gets the ball again. We've yet to see the brilliance of Hardesty. Roberts, big tough boy. Best for Halifax, Ken Roberts. New Zealand work, but they just don't finish what they work for. They've had a pretty good tour record. Thomas Smales going on his own. Oh, beautiful break by Smales inside. Oh, beautiful try, yes sir. Well, that was good rugby league football, and scored by John Stopford. There he is. 14 minutes gone in the second half to give Great Britain a lead of 11 points to 4. See the big Odsal crowd. Love that one. No, and I would imagine that possibly the next one, unless they've decided to give this lad a bit of practice. The next one should be Paul Charlton having a go, but he's the next kicker. But at the moment they don't need the goals because they're getting the tries. 3 tries, 1 goal. 11 points to 2 goals, 4 points. And Bill Snowden is trying to rouse his men. He's calling to them to get stuck in, and they've still got plenty of time. Whether they've got the ability remains to be seen, but it's 3 tests to play. Great Britain won the first interception almost. Tommy Smales, the local hero, led Bradford to Yorkshire Cup success, made that break. Roberts. Buckley. A penalty against New Zealand, a little hard I thought. He kicked to the ball, but this has been the pattern of kicking to the play of the ball in this match. Probably the referee felt the ball was not on the ground, but it's a heck of a good kick. Great Britain has still a lot of moves to unfold. As Hardesty yet to see at his best, and Buckley, who has had a good game, raring to go, and Charlton is raring to come up with the backs. Thomas Smales is trying for the ball in. He does. And when he does the hands uplifted Queen of the May Act, it's a scrum down. It's Great Britain players are on £25 for a win. A penalty for just Smales and Snowden having a little bit of a to-do. Great Britain are on £25 if they win, £10 if they lose. But New Zealand boys are really amateurs. They don't get anything extra for winning or less for losing. There's a group of New Zealand people across calling "Come on Kiwis," but whether they're going to be able to do the kia ora or what at the moment, they're not moving. They need the ball from the scrum. They won't let it. There's a New Zealander under there. Aye. Roger Bailey. Played better at stand-off than has been playing at centre. Now then, Great Britain 11, New Zealand 4, been playing just about 18 minutes to be exact, and Bill Snowden is on. Oh, we better stay on the referee. Bill Snowden's having a row with the referee. We'll have a look at this one. Bill Snowden is complaining about it. He said if you do it again you'll be sent off. Bill Snowden is really upset with the referee's decision. Oh, lovely kick. Now this is the position where New Zealand will have to watch Great Britain, Thomas Smales and a Ray movement, what they call the rotten so-and-so movement, where one goes one side and goes the other. This is the position where they work this sort of move if they get the ball. The clear tunnel, he's got the ball, but he can't do it there. He's got to have it clean, and one goes up one side of the scrum and the other goes up the other. He's got it. He's got it pointed to him. He's got it. That's the move. It's a well-known Bradford move. Right, bang on the line. Move the ball across, inside. Holiday. Still moving the ball. Great Britain back, eager to do something. Ramsey. Holiday. Ray number 13, Roberts, Smales, knock on. 25 line, the New Zealand 25 line. 11-4, 11 points to Great Britain, 4 to New Zealand. Bill Schultz, the hooker, down. Bill Snowden gets it. And the crowd are beginning to cheer a little bit for the New Zealanders, for which they get a penalty, but they don't want the penalties, they want the ball. Right below our camera position. Yes, somebody thought it hit me, but I put the mic down. I was ready to catch it, but it fell short, and Bill Snowden has got the ball I nearly took. And it's oh dear, penalty. So we'll better stay with the referee. We'll stay and look at the referee. He's going to have another talk to Bill Snowden, and Bill might really he's obviously feeling he's getting there. Well, there's Bill. I'm sure I know what he's thinking. Well, he's certainly getting towelled in penalties. .25 line, and the right wing, Bill Burgess, away on the right wing, has not had a pass this half. He got the first try, Shelton got the second try, Stopford got the third try, and there's still lots of room for tries in this match. Smales, the architect of many good performances from Bradford, where he can get the ball. These scrums are a little bit rugged, to say the least. He's got the ball. Snowden's got Smales. Burgess. Christian from the Pitcairn Island takes Burgess on his first pass in this half, but it's got it on the touchline side to get plenty of field now to move the ball about. 75 yards wide. Somebody across the ground calling out Meckham pack right, ref. They can't even pack. Won't let them. Oh, we'll get a funnel and drop it in. I know what's happening, of course. They're packing with a loose arm, and it's a penalty to New Zealand. Taken to kick. Well up in the ball's there, but the scrum other half. Well up. Snowden. So Kennedy, extra man. Now then, can we have a run from Reedy? Reedy is wanting one try to Reedy is wanting one try to beat Vernon Bakalich's try record for New Zealand. 15 minutes to go to time. Great Britain leading 11 points to 4. Orchard. There goes Orchard. Has it the speed to get past Charlton? Well tackled young Charlton, but at least it is a sign for the revival of New Zealand. Not if they drop the ball like that. One try and a goal would do an awful lot for New Zealand at this moment. 11-4, they've got to move the ball. And the crowd says, ooh, you can get somebody's caught something. Snowden, Deacon. with a try 3 points and a goal 2 points. Some points margin, go the short side. And it's a scrum down because from the play of the ball, Snowden should have made the pass because it didn't pass and was tackled. It's a scrum down, and it may be costly if Great Britain get the ball, which to do. Ray. Hardesty, dummy half. Edgar, short one. Well, he wanted to let him know he was in the game. Woof. Hey, hey. Somebody's calling out, come on, Mungo, which is the Munga Emery, the Maori. From Ismail. Ramsey, the boy who can run. Hardesty. Kemmel. Stopford. Woof. Aye, aye. He got this one. He's trying to get. And it's a penalty to Great Britain. And Roger Bell is having a word with the referee now. There we are with. Straight kick by Holiday, 30 yards out, 11 points to 4. John Stopford rubbing his high muscle. Straight kick, Alan Hardesty, number 6. Ray, number 13, Kemmel, number 9, and the kicker, number 11, second row forward. The cheer, I don't know whether how much of it is a little bit of sarcasm or how much it is the 2 points that it brings with it, but it's 2 points all right, and it's 13 points to 4. Can New Zealand they're going to get another penalty given against them for not kicking the ball 10 yards forward, and so it's another penalty. That was a bit of a slapdash effort, and Bill Snowden obviously and rightly is trying to get the game going. If New Zealand have gone to get a try, they've got to pull out of this, and Bill Snowden gets a clap for this, and the crowd don't like them taking the penalties. They want a little bit of action, they want some up and under or something. But Great Britain professional players go for points and pounds. It's a long one, halfway. Snowden. Brian Reedy. Getting the treatment. Brian Reedy. Right wing. From Auckland. Huddersfield's very lonely here at Bradford. Donny Hammond. Ray. Well, 10 minutes to go as the referee Gant gives a penalty to New Zealand this time. Well taken, Charlton. Now then, boy, what can you do? You have 25 players in front of you. 13 that don't like you. Hardesty is still going the ball loose. Offside, but they let it go. Kennedy, can New Zealand get this one try? They haven't yet got 2 goals. Only 4 points. Kennedy again. Well, I don't know who the judges will pick as the best player of the day. You'll have your ideas. Graham Kennedy's had a good game. Schultz. As I say, they keep forgetting when to put the clocks back. It's not until 2 o'clock in the morning, but they're rehearsing for it. Deacon. Hey, you're on the other side, mate. Sam Edwards. Kennedy. Losing ground with the passing. Halfway line, Great Britain penalty against them. And Kennedy will kick up and under. That's the way, boys. Get it up, get after it. Go on, whoop, come on. Oh, good goal, but it won't count. That's what Great Britain should have been doing with these penalties, up and under. They don't give entertainment, we will. And it's Reedy now then. One try, test try for this boy. Oh, this will be tough here. Watch this, keep an eye on this. Kennedy. Donny Harmon, nice football. Can he score? Can the boy score? Well, he's only a yard off. Orchard should get one try. Go in. Can he ground it? He's got the ball. He's in. He is. A yard. Gone, Sam. Sam's over, but the referee has not allowed it. And what has he given? The referee has given a scrum down as Sam Edwards got a try that won't count. Well, we're going to get a one try. What have we got left to play? We've got about 7 minutes. 13-4. And this time, Tommy Smales got penalty against him for putting the ball in his own feet. And that's all right, because 2 points is no good at this stage for New Zealand, and they're enterprising it up and under. The crowd want this. It's got to go to the mark, and it'll be a very hard kick to do without it going over the dead ball line. But it's up, it's down. Who's going to get it? It's a try! It's a try! The try, there it is. And the crowd loved that. Well done. And an easy kick for Jackie Fagan, but he should hurry with this one. He should regard it as 7-a-side stuff, where it's as easy as that. And we're 13-7, 13-9, 13-9. Now then, are we going to get a sensational ending? One try, one goal to New Zealand, and it would be 14-13. And we've got left to play 6 minutes. A little bit of enterprise there, and it's paid off. Great Britain won't hurry. Smales, the ball's got to go 10 yards, otherwise it's a penalty, and the New Zealand boys are on their toes. We've still got a lot of football to come out of such a Hardesty. If you can only get going, Orchard. Now New Zealand mustn't stick if they want points. They've got to give it all, the ball all the air they can. That's their first try. Great Britain's got 3. Schultz. Kennedy. I can just see a little signs of worry in Great Britain, but they move it. And the crowd is cheered. Now he's lost the ball. Now Burgess. There was even a cry of dismay because he's lost the ball from the crowd. Extra man. Great Britain are more likely to keep possession. They're more tactically stronger, particularly Brian Edgar. Even if he does get dumped, they'll probably stick to it longer than New Zealand will. Wolf, 4 minutes left. 13 points to 9. Tommy Smales, dummy. Nice dummy, another dummy. And Bill's not after him. It's making a grandstand finish. Brian Edgar. That's the chance for Stopford. Chance for Stopford. Still in play. Thomas Smales, a long one to Ray. To Holiday. Oh, playing soccer. Give it to Charlton. Yeah, I didn't mean that. But he is playing full back. All right. Another penalty. Penalty to Great Britain, and they will kick for goal. They've got to tactically. I know it'd be nice to have the up and under, but they've got to try and make the marginal difference of 5 points. And there's the 10-yard mark just inside the New Zealand half. Stopford has got an injured leg. He's getting attention on the side line here. There he is. There's the leg. There's Stopford, and there's Paddy Armour, and there's the kicker. Here, the ball comes. 2 minutes to go, and by the time he's got this, it'll be probably another 30 seconds. And there's a little slow hand clock coming against the player. And it's straight and narrow, and it's 15 points to 9. And no doubt relief to Tommy Smales there, just coming into the picture there, telling the players stick. Well, we'll tell him what they've got left to play. Exactly, well, just over a minute, according to our time. But referees don't always agree with our stopwatches. One test up to Great Britain, the first, and the second one, oh, ball loose. Stopford. Chance for Burgess if he can get away. Can he get away? The cover's there, a nice kick, a good run and a very good kick, but a knock on. And we've got a man flat out on our right. There he is. I'm looking at the... what we've not got. We've got Shelton, it's a forward. Robert Edgar, we've got second row. It looks like... well, I think it's looks like Bill Ramsey. Yes, Bill Ramsey is not on... Well, the other side must be Bill Ramsey. Process of elimination. So we've got only injury time very shortly. In fact, we're bang on to 40 minutes, and it is Bill Ramsey. The referee, number 6 is Aristide Paddy Armour, the Great Britain man in the white, Alan Buckley, and Ramsey's not going off, but he obviously got a knock, but it's a scrum down, and possibly the last scrum of the match, dependent what the referee's going to allow for nearly said broken time, which is where we came in 70 years ago in rugby league, but it's extra time. Well, I said it was possibly the last scrum, but it'll probably be the last completed scrum. 15 points to Great Britain, 9 to New Zealand. That's it. It's to blame, ref. Him. I'm telling you, him. Get up, says Bill Schultz. And it's a penalty to Great Britain, and the last penalty, I would imagine, because we're 2 minutes over, and he's going to kick for touch. He's not going to kick a go. A little enterprise would have been up and under with a 6 points lead, but what we have, we hold. So. Smales putting the ball in. Now then, the last minute try, move it down to Charlton. What's the matter? The referee is looking at both his watches. I hope they're synchronised. Smales. And the whistle goes for time with the second test here at Odsal having been won by Great Britain, 15 points, New Zealand 9 points, which means that Great Britain have won the Ashes for this test series, but there will still be a third game, and sometimes the third game is often the best. But from Odsal Stadium with the score, Great Britain 15 points, New Zealand 9, it's good afternoon.